article this morning. I got to say, they apparently spent 10 months with undercover reporters trying to track down every person that went to school with Justice Kavanaugh 30 years ago. It's an amazing level of reporting, trying to just really dig up any dirt they can on the guy. I think that follows up with the rather shameful circus we saw during the confirmation hearing, where they took allegations, they sat on them, they didn't make them public, that they revealed them at the 11th hour. And you know what? The Judiciary Committee did what we should have done. We held a hearing. We invited the principal witness to testify. We heard it. The American people heard it. And at the end of the day, the American people made a judgment that the evidence wasn't there. The corroboration wasn't there. And I think this article just shows the obsession with the far left, with trying to smear Justice Kavanaugh by going 30 years back with anonymous sources. It really is another sign of how nasty and divided the time is today.
You say the corroboration isn't there, but one of the points the article makes is that 25 witnesses weren't even interviewed by the FBI, and a person named who was making allegations wasn't interviewed by the FBI at all. That's part of their point, that it wasn't an adequate investigation.
Well, to be clear, the allegations the Senate Judiciary looked at and considered were the allegations from Dr. Ford, the allegations of sexual assault that the committee rightly said, if this happened, this is a serious allegation. And we scheduled a hearing. We invited Dr. Ford to testify. We actually gave Dr. Ford the opportunity to testify in private if she preferred. Amazingly enough, she testified at the hearings. Her lawyers never passed that on to her. She said she didn't want to be in that public hearings, but her lawyers apparently kept that a secret. And what you saw is you really saw the Democrats, I think, taking advantage of Dr. Ford and turning it into a circus. We saw a Spartacus moment in the middle of it, which showed just how ridiculous the entire proceeding was. But at the end of the day, we listened to the evidence. We listened to all of the potential corroborating witnesses for Dr. Ford. The FBI interviewed them, examined them. Their testimony did not corroborate her allegations. And the American people had a chance to look Judge Kavanaugh in the eye, now Justice Kavanaugh, and to hear his explanation. And at the end of the day, I think this is the New York Times just being bitter enders. And you know what? I bet you the next Democratic debate, they'll all be saying, impeach Kavanaugh, impeach Trump. There's nobody they don't want to impeach. And at some point, they just have to let the anger go and recognize that the democratic process actually moves on. And I think it's time for them to do that.
Let's talk about the democratic process in relation to guns right now. Of course, your state has been rocked by those two recent shootings. And the latest poll coming out this week from Quinnipiac